I'm very angry about what's going on in the Johannesburg fire situation. Now, for those that don't know, because the media is deliberately misleading people, politicians are always saying things that try and confuse and mislead people. Let me break it down to you so you're... Now, there's over 100 buildings that they claim is hijacked. Let me explain what that actually means in English. What that means is that they sit down, they register NGOs in their children's names, in their relatives' names, and they claim those buildings from the city of Joburg for themselves. So an NGO for gender-based violence, an NGO for Nyaupe children, an NGO, just they register random NGOs, and these NGOs get free buildings from government. What they then do is that they then hijack the buildings themselves and begin to collect rentals. So from these buildings, the same building we were at yesterday, the building that burned down, there were rentals being collected. People who lived in the area informed us that they were people who came in and collected rentals. Now, this is a building that's been given to NGOs. Why are rentals being collected? This is an actual building that somebody through an NGO owned, and then thereafterwards pretended as though it's hijacked, and they were collecting rentals. Now, when we did the calculations ourselves, the rentals were about 300,000 rand being collected every month in cash, because these guys would send in people with guns to collect rent from people that lived in there. And there's over 100 buildings in Johannesburg where this happens. Now, the media is going to act like nothing's wrong. The people are saying, you know what, it's foreigners, etc., etc. We know that there's a syndicate working. We know that political parties in the city of Johannesburg are allocating buildings to themselves through NGOs, making profit. In one of the buildings, 5 million rand is collected in cash every single month. And the reason they all blame is to say, no, these NGOs take the people to court and they actually force people, the city can't do anything, our hands are tied. Of course they do that. They're collecting funds every single month. I don't understand why the media is not asking the people that are actually involved to find out what's going on. So there's a whole lot of corruption, and we need to open up our minds and actually see it for what it is.